Hello guys, do you easily want to reach the weekly limit and get a deck that basically I've only lost one fight where the Inferno Rider got really debuffed and barely had any attack left. I will show you a really easy deck that you can set up really quickly. All you would need to do is beat some of the first stages here and get some echoes through the collection here. So let's just jump straight into the deck itself, and I actually showed this deck earlier on or yesterday, so this can actually change a bit depending on what you have unlocked and what you haven't. Before going into specific details on what you can change with the deck, I will just show you what's in here. So we have Inferno as the main echo. We then have double shop, so sometimes we will use them to place them into deployment, and sometimes we'll use them to buff other 3 costs depending on how the fight's going. We have the Capitaneus, but I will come back to that once we've gone through this all. We have Light Crusher, really good unit overall. We have a Bear just because we needed more 3 cost in the deck. We have Fusion Warrior for card draw in the beginning, but later on it doesn't matter. We had the Siren here right here because we're using Sani, and 1 costs are really good for that, and we just need to fill out the deck with 1 cost. And we then have Shop that can, here you can transform it and reduce an opponent's strength by 2 until the round ends. That's really solid. We have John Rock to card draw. We have Saberboard to transform and get some energy back. We have the Dwarf Cassowary to buff units on the board every now and then when we can, and also transforming them. Let's see. And also transforming them just removes them as well from the deck, so you want to make sure you can remove them. And then we have the Diggy Duggy, where you can transform and draw some cards. But back to the Capitaneus here. So what I was gonna say is that depending on if you unlock Daenerys or not yet, you can use Capitaneus in the beginning. So with Capitaneus, what will happen is that you can pick 1 friendly echo that you increase both the strength and con by 3. So they're getting a lot more strength, so they're stronger, and they're also more defensive as well. So just really strong overall. So you can use that in the beginning. And later on, when you unlock Daenerys, you can put in Daenerys instead. What they do here instead is they will boost all of the echo strength by 2 on the board instead. And also, when it's transforming this echo, it will not be consumed. So maybe the endgame deck is actually looking something like this, where we got both Capitaneus and Daenerys running at the same time, because they're actually good at different things. But we also want to make sure we still have other 3 costs that we want to put on the board as well. And I will show you a fight where I actually go through this as well. But I think we can actually do... But yeah, let me just save the deck and let's go into a difficult fight, because I want to show you what you can do. So there is some tricks you can do to this that actually makes it a lot easier to play as well. So one of the biggest tricks to this game mode overall is how you manipulate the fight in general. So we're starting out here, we don't really have a lot of card draw. The Fusion Warrior could be good to keep, but the rest I don't like. They don't give me energy, they don't give me instant card draws, so I will swap it out and see what happens. Okay, we can actually go in and get a basic team going here. So the enemy is really buffed, so there's basically no chance for winning this first fight. But what we can do is actually get some units out on the board and making sure we get the Fusion Warrior going, so we get an additional card draw. So I will sacrifice that. And yeah, I just believe I will do this. So we have the Fusion Warrior at the front line and the other 2 in the back line. I'm gonna increase the speed here. And some of these fights I might skip, so the video doesn't drag out too long. But basically the core thing you want to do is just pump out 3 cost, you want to get the core draw, you want to get your energy going, you just want to get that going. And one neat little trick that exists is you can kind of lose and get down to 15, so you get your Infernal Rider quicker. Because these fights can actually be a bit rough. And here we finally got some energy as well. So let's transform the Diggy. And man, let's see. Let's just do that. We now can modulate. So let's modulate there. And now we got a Daenerys as well, because when you modulate this Echo, add up to 1 Daenerys Knight to your hand and gain 1 energy. So we got 1 energy as well. So the synergy here with the Light Crusher and Daenerys is also really important. I forgot to mention that earlier on, but what we can do now is we can just buff them and hopefully they deal a bit more damage, because I didn't have the ability to put them in anyways right now. The bear is really strong now that he has buffed it as well. Oh, and the Light Crusher got the AoE because they run into each other. That's amazing for me. So we dealt a bit of damage there. And this is not that great. What I want to do is that. Let's do that. Let's put in Chop actually. Then we can sacrifice all these. Use the ability so we get some damage up on our units. And hopefully we don't lose too hard here. Or we lose just enough so we get down to 15 HP and get our Infernal Rider. That will also be really good, but I don't believe he have that much damage right now. Maybe he does if a lot of them survive. Yeah. I don't really know how the damage thing works, but this is amazing. So I can now show you what I usually do. I actually got him around 4, so that's really solid. But man, he got some really buffed stuff as well. But the core Echo, in my case, that is Infernal Rider, is free in this round. So we can now start doing some really crazy stuff here. So, because we have Capitaneus on our hand now, I probably want to do this. This is one of those sneaky things. But yeah, I want to buff my Infernal Rider as much as I can this round. So I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna buff Infernal Rider, because he's gonna do most of our damage right now. And at least we modulated this one, so I can upgrade to a 3 cost in the next round, hopefully. But man, just look at this Infernal Rider now. He's gonna deal a lot of damage. Every single swing is like 4k damage. And that's how you cheese this mode. So he lost a decent chunk of HP now, and he probably will be able to play his core Echo now. Let's see. Yeah, he got the Sentry. So hopefully we got some buffs and some debuffs coming in here. Otherwise, I'll just use my onboard stuff here to buff some stuff. So let's see. Can remove you. Remove you. We transform with you. And I then remove this. And I then remove 2 strength from his Sentry. So my has more both strength, and he will get buffed a bit more here. So I got more strength and con. And that will help us hopefully win this fight right now. Let's see. Yeah, the Sentry's already gone. Infernal Rider cleared out the entire board there. And maybe we have enough damage to win here. Nope. That wasn't very much damage, to be honest. But this is how we repeat this. And man, he got a lot of cards to play. He didn't play many though, so that's fine. Man, we don't have a lot either. Once again, we're gonna do that. And by transforming, we're moving it from the deck as well, so that's fine. Let's just... We could actually do this, so we buff the strength a bit as well. Let's just buff their attack as well, because that's what Sunny does. Her ability buffs with 2 damage, so Once again, the Inferno Rider is gonna have some insane damage. And this is just how you do it. I believe this is one of the safest way to play this mode. And to be fair, I haven't checked out other decks, and there are probably more decks that's more OP than this. But this deck isn't too complicated, and you guys can get easy wins with it. I promise you that. You just need to learn a bit about it and how you're gonna buff all the stuff. And once you learn that, it's gonna be an easy time to win difficulty. The only time I've lost is when I actually had my Inferno Ride out first, and the round after, he debuffed my Inferno Rider. So he had like 2 strength, and I didn't get enough buffs to buff him back up. But there you have it, a quick and easy guide on how to get that easy weekly cap with a deck. I hope you're enjoying the mode as much as I am, but as always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.